All right, shalom, shalom. It's your fellow servant, AHBAD from AHBAD, GMSC, Pittsburgh, Florida. I'm coming in the spirit and power of YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Baruch Kodash. Double honors to my elder apostles, the great MILLSTONE, who rule well. Sing honor salutation to all you sincere brothers, this constantly preaching word, truth, sincerity in the four corners of the earth. I also want to say peace and blessings also be to the sincere men, women, and children. And I also believe in the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, who are the 1/3 members of the body of YAHAWASHI. And also I want to say peace and blessings also be to all you confusion and face in the four corners of the earth. Shalom, peace and blessings be unto you all. From the title of this video, it says, the second Exodus shall be seen worldwide. Exactly. Because when we, the nation of Israel, you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native American, when we came out of ancient Egypt, all right, we came out walking. Okay, we was led by a chariot, which is also known as a UFO today in modern terms. All right, it was a cloud to us by day, and it was a pillar of fire for us by night that guided us through the wilderness for 40 years. Okay, so I'm going to go into a precept just to go to prove, man, that when the Bible's talking about Egypt, all right, outside of Genesis, okay, and outside of Acts the 7th chapter, it's speaking about Egypt today in America. All right, because what we have to understand is that when you go into the word Egypt in the blue of the Bible, the word Egypt go back to the word Matazarian, which means double straight. Okay, and straight, S-T-R-A-I-T, means a path of difficulty. Okay, so we was in double straights. All right, it was double. That's why the Lord said, "Do double unto her, reward her double as she has rewarded you." And I want to also pull out the water, brother, the water, my lot. And I also want to show you this image right here. All right, so like it. This is an image of what we would call the pyramid, as you see, the all-seeing eye, which is very symbolic in masonry here in America and all over the world, dealing with the Illuminati. But the point I want to get at is this pyramid right here, okay? And this pyramid goes back to who? The ancient Egyptians, okay? Now, out of all statues, out of all symbolisms, why would they use a pyramid? Well, because the so-called white man, Esau Edom, what they like to do, they like to follow the customs of the Hamites, who are the so-called Africans today. All right, because we're not African. We Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. When you see this word right here, Anuit Coeptus, all right? Anuit Coeptus, if I'm not mistaken, it means God has favored our undertaking, if I'm not mistaken, all right? And Novus Ordo Seclorum means basically new world order or new order of the ages. Okay, so anyways, I want to pull out this precept. This is Jeremiah chapter 16 verse 14 right here, and it says, "Therefore behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt." Okay, listen to this. "But the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north." And what is that talking about? That's talking about North America. All right, because you can find every Israelite, every tribe, all 12 tribes right here in America, or really on in North America, you know, Central and South, but you could predominantly find them all here in what is known as United States of America. Why? Because America is also known as Babylon in the Bible. All right, and I'm gonna prove that a little bit later on. But anyways, getting to the point, and it says, "And from all the lands whither he have driven them, and I will bring them again unto their land that I gave unto their fathers." Now it said all the land that he driven us into, because we've been scattered, you know, going back to James the 1st chapter, we have been scattered abroad. But then really going back to the Atlantic slave trade, that's what really scattered us all over the world. All right, and that's even a scripture in the Bible that says he shall gather his elect from the four winds of the earth, and I'm going to pull that out later as well. All right, so let me go into I want to pull out a little information right here. This is where I want to go right here. Right here. This is I looked up, you know, who was Pharaoh at the time of the Exodus, and this sounds pretty legit. It says Tutmosis II, okay, 1493 or 1492 to 1479 BC. It said Alfred Edersheim proposes in his Old Testament Bible history that Thutmose is best qualified to be the Pharaoh of Exodus based on the fact that he had a brief, prosperous reign and then a sudden collapse with no son to succeed him. And you remember now, when the death angel came through YAHAWASHI, he killed all the firstborn. Okay, so he had no son to succeed him. And also, in addition to this, me bringing this information out, I wanted to also show the path that we took. Like I said, we walked out of Egypt into Israel. So right here it says route of the Exodus of the Israelites from Egypt. Okay, and you can see right here, land of Goshen. Let me zoom in a little bit. Like as you can see, where the red marking is at, that's how we travel. Do you not see a piece of water right here? We literally had to cross through that water. How? By the Lord drying the land, lifting, parting the seas, man, parting the water, so to say. All right. YAHAWASHI. You can see the path right here. Okay, so we walked. Okay, we walked. Okay, so you can walk Israel today from Egypt. All right, you don't even have to go through the water. You can go around it. But the reason why I'm bringing that out, because when you're reading about Egypt, there's nowhere in history again where it says that we went into Egypt again, like physical Egypt. Okay, this is spiritually speaking. All right. Matter of fact, with that being said, let me pull out a precept real quick before I go any further. Because when you go into Deuteronomy, I'm not going to Deuteronomy though. When you go into Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68, Lord said, I shall bring you to Egypt again with ships. We walked out of Egypt. You understand? So let me that's what I'm looking for. Let me go right here real quick. I just want to prove a point real quick. I'll go into the book of Revelation, which I'm pretty sure we are familiar with, but I'm still going to bring it out anyway. Revelation 11. This is for those who may not know. Chapter 11, verse, I believe it's 8, if I'm not mistaken. And it says, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. And that's why I also had this photo right here. Let me zoom out. This photo right here also resembles us in ancient Egypt. As you can see right here, you can see one of the pharaohs are beating us with a whip, you know, a jake. And what you see, Deuteronomy 2 and 868. Now, when you zoom out, you see the same exact thing happening here. But who's doing it? I'm an Edomite. And this is actually scriptural. When Deuteronomy 28:48, the Lord said, we shall put an iron, we shall put iron around thy neck. This literally happened to us as a people. So that's how you know that we are the people of the Bible. Jeremiah 17:4, we shall discontinue from our heritage, man. All right. So now we established that we're talking about ancient Egypt. Let's talk about the Egypt of today. Remember, Egypt just means double straits, which means we are in a tight bondage, man. Okay, we are in heavy servitude. Now this is not Exodus. I'm sorry. This is Isaiah chapter 11. Verse 11, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time, okay, to recover the remnant of his people which shall be left. And that goes back to the 144,000 and the 1/3, because 2/3 shall be cut off. So the remnant will consist of the 1/3 and the 144,000 from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and from Hamath and from the islands of the sea. All right. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. All right. And not just Judah. Right here. Listen what it said. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim. And that's what's happening today. Okay. That's why when you have those fake Jews saying that, oh, I'm from Levi, or I'm from Benjamin or Judah. What about Ephraim? All right, what had this prophecy been fulfilled when you claiming that you in the land right now? The Lord, he clearly said that he would put us in that land. You was put there by the Baptist declaration. All right, so this is occurring. Verse 13 is occurring right now, but verse 11 to 12, that's on the brink that happened. That's why I'm titling this the second Exodus shall be seen worldwide, man. Everyone shall see this Exodus this time. Okay. So I'm going into this is second Ezra chapter 15 verse 8. It says, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. That's talking about the heathens, mainly Esau, Edom, man, for all the wickedness that they do and how they profane the name of the Lord and how they made us a profane people by forcing us that they actually believe in and the belief systems that they actually cherish. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me. And who is the innocent and righteous blood that I'm speaking about? It's talking about the so-called Negro Latinos and Native Americans, man. All right, because they came here with Christianity. okay? And they murdered, they stabbed our brothers, the so-called Native Americans and the Taino and the Arawak Indians in the back after they came with gifts and after they showed them how to cultivate the land. So you killed them without a cause, even though it was biblical prophecy by the Lord. You still did it. You had an evil eye towards your brother, man, okay? Behold, the innocent and the righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. You don't hear these fake Jews who claim to be the people of the Lord complain about anything. If anything, they always come with this fake anti-Semitic rhetoric, man. But you're not. But the souls of the just complain continually. Who was that? The 144,000, the men who actually out there preaching the word and upholding the truth. That's why the Lord said, "Who shall rise up against me, against the workers of?" All right, and that's what we're doing. Okay, week in and week out, day in and day out, really. All right. And therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is there as they flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them not to dwell in the land of Egypt. Now, let me go back to verse 9. It said, and therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. How will the Lord do that? This is Numbers 35 and 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it, man. And that's gonna happen with the Lord when YAHAWASHI comes, man, and he turned us into hunters, because right now we just fishers. So that go to show you, man, that we still here in Babylon, like the Lord said. He said, behold. Like it. He said, behold, my people is led as they flock to the slaughter, which was happening for ever since we landed here, and since 1492, I'm just put it like that, since the Renaissance. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. Now, this is Ezra speaking. Ezra is Ezra in the Old Testament, same individual. Ezra is how you say Ezra in Greek, if I'm not mistaken. Now I looked up a little information. I said, when was the time Ezra was living? Ezra was living in Babylon. When in the seventh year, this is 457 BC of Artaxerxes, king of Persia. All right, so this is around 457 BC when he was talking about the Lord bringing us out of Egypt. But wait a minute, we came out of Egypt, what, 1493 or 1492? So that was like what, almost 500 years prior to Ezra saying that. So they're going to show you that when Ezra was saying this, he was talking about us being here in America, man. Okay, this is biblical prophecy. Remember, we walked out of Egypt already. Boom. So right now, look at the back of the dollar bill. They have the pyramid there for a reason, because this is spiritually Egypt, man. This is our new captivity, so to say. This is our new jailhouse. All right. Let me go back to second Esdras. It said, but I will bring them out with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. So how will the Lord bring us out with a mighty hand? The Lord gonna bring us out just like this, with YAHAWASHI, with that mighty hand. That's how the Lord gonna bring us out, man. Right here, all right. YAHAWASHI and the angels. Okay, this is how the Lord gonna bring us out, man. In those chariots, man. He gonna come back. What YAHAWASHI said? He said, I shall not meet thee as a man. Okay, that's what YAHAWASHI said, man. He shall not meet thee as a man. Salakia. Try and get that up in there, right? Boom. All right. Let me go show some more. That's how YAHAWASHI coming back on the mountain. That's what Ezra said. When they saw him in the 13th chapter, at second Ezra, the 13th chapter, they said it looked like he was on a mountain. That's how big it was. He couldn't even measure it. This is how the Lord gonna bring us out with a strong hand. I'm gonna read it one more time. Second Ezra, chapter 15, verse 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof, man. Okay. Call Logan like YAHAWASHI. So now let's go to Matthew chapter 24, verse 31. And it reads, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. All right. So they go to show you, man, that when he's talking about Egypt, where am I looking for? Boom. That right here, I'm going back again. This is chapter 16, verse 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. Okay, so we know that. We established that. We came out of ancient Egypt. But it says right here, but the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north and from all the lands whither he have driven them. And it's talking about North America primarily, man. And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. The Lord said he gonna bring us back into that land. Okay? All right. That's through the spirit and power. YAHAWASHI. That right there is what's been disclosed right there. Matter of fact, I'm gonna leave that one alone right there. Let me bring out Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, man, just to go to show, man, by the strangeness of our salvation. Because see, people look at us like we crazy, man. That's why the scripture even say about the strangeness of our salvation. That's how we gonna be saved, man. People ask, oh, you really think that UFOs are gonna come down and save you niggers and you spicks and you wetbacks and you coon? But guess what though? Reality is always stranger than fiction is always stranger than reality. All right. I'm so lucky. I say that backwards. Reality is always stranger than fiction, because fiction is something that's a lie, something that's false, man. This is the truth. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5. All right, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of as has afflicted him and made no account of his labors, man. Okay. Now I'm gonna scroll down a little bit. All right. Oh, forgive me, Salakia. Right here. Yeah, this right here. It's right here. Verse 2, Wisdom Solomon 5 and 2. It says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed by the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they looked for. Okay, because people are looking for what? A pale-faced man to come out of the sky with hippie hair and flowers and little white baby angels, so to say, with little wings and a bow and arrow. No, this is how the Lord's coming back, man, with those chariots, man. This is how the Lord coming back, just like this, coming soon. And they can't fathom that by the strangeness of our salvation. Understand? And the whole world is going to see it. All eyes will see YAHAWASHI when he come back. And it's going to be a dreadful day for them, but it's going to be glorious for us. The Lord did with a balance, okay? All right? How can everybody be going to a happy place called heaven, so to say, and then everybody just going to be there? All the wicked is going to be ruling. All the righteous is going to be ruling. No, man. The Lord did with a balance. All right? If somebody's a king, if somebody has a kingdom, they must have service and serfs. So when our kingdom comes, guess who's going to be our servants and our serfs? You, Esau, Edom, deal with it. This is Revelation and all you other heathens. This is Revelation chapter 1 verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds. What are the clouds? The clouds are the chariots. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him. That's why I titled this the second Exodus shall be seen by the world, roughly paraphrasing, to that extent. It's behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him. Let's tell you about reincarnation. All right, even those centurions who pierced YAHAWASHI when he was on the cross, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, Aman. And that will not be that would not be tears of joy for majority of you people. It's going to be tears of anguish. Tears of sorrow, all right? Because the Lord is going to come back with a vengeance in that day. Understand that? He coming back with rebuke, a flame, a fire with the holy angels, man, through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. That's going to be a beautiful day for us who waited for him, man. Let me bring out this precept real quick through the spirit. Let me go back and show another. Man, YAHAWASHI is glorious, man. This is what we waiting for. We waiting for this man right here. That's what we waiting for, baby. 2 Thessalonians chapter 1. Verse 6, it says, seeing it is a righteous thing with Yahweh to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. All right, let me go back. And to you who are troubled, rest with us when the Lord YAHAWASHI shall be revealed from heaven. So how is he coming? He coming from the heavens, man. He coming with those chariots. As you can see around YAHAWASHI walking on the water. Who you think? What you think behind him? He got them chariots behind him, man. As a matter of fact, what happened when Judas Iscariot came to get YAHAWASHI and Peter smote off the ear of, I think his name was Malchus? He said, "Think not I can call my you don't think I can tell my father, can I please have 12 legions of angels?" One legion is 6,000 angels. One angel can turn this whole earth upside down. But he said a whole legion. I mean, 12 legions. Come on, man. All right. Verse 8. And flaming fire taking vengeance on them that know not God and that obey not the gospel of our Lord YAHAWASHI Mashiach, man, who shall be punished with everlasting destruction from the presence of the Lord and from the glory of his power. Call Logan like Yahawah, man. That's beautiful. So I'm not gonna make it too long. Pull out a few more precepts, man, just to go to show that when the Exodus come, we gonna be with Yahawah Bahashimi Hawashai in the air, man. But before I get to that precept, which I'm pretty sure y'all know what I'm going to, I'm gonna pull out another precept. What was I going to the spirit? Oh man, oh right here. I wanted to get Isaiah. This is Isaiah chapter 26, verse 20. Yeah, 26 and 20 to the spirit. Isaiah 26 and 20. Isaiah 26 and 20 says, come my people, okay, enter thou into thy chambers and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpassed. Now think about that. He said, enter to thy chambers, man. He not talking about some underground bunker. He not talking about some nuclear Holocaust proof, safe haven. He's really talking about, well, really the name of Yahawah Shem Shai is a strong tower and the righteous running there into it. But he really talking about when them chariots come, man, because we're gonna be watching, we're gonna be holding the lake of fire when we in them chariots through that looking glass, right? But listen, this is the second part that goes to show that. This is the second part that's gonna go to show that we're gonna be up there with Yahawah Shem Shai in that day. For behold, the Lord cometh out of his place. What is the Lord? In the heavens. Is not Yahawah on the right hand side of Yahawah, pertaining to Colossians the 3rd chapter, the 1st verse? So he coming from the heavens. For behold, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. Okay, for their iniquities. The earth also shall disclose her blood and shall no more cover her slain. So how you think we're gonna be able to survive that if he coming to destroy? We're gonna get beamed up. We're gonna be on the chariots with Yahawah Shem Shai. That's gonna be that second Exodus, man. Okay, that was beautiful. Let me go back to the other one. Man, that's a beautiful one. I like that. I'm gonna just leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there and close out with this one, man. I'm gonna close out with bear with me. Where am I going? I think it's Second Thessalonians. I think it's 1 Thessalonians. Bear with me. This is gonna be the closing precept to the spirit and power Yahawah Shem Shai, and I'm gonna close out. This is yeah, I believe this is it. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 16. All right. I'm gonna 16, okay. For this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain until the coming of the Lord. So that means that some of us can perish. Mainly the 2/3, all right, shall not prevent them which are asleep. For the Lord, Yahawah Shem Shai himself, shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel. Man, that's over, man. You talk about Michael, Raphael, Ariel, Gabriel. Come on, man. And with the trumpet of God, Yahawah, and the dead in Mashiach shall rise first. All right, here we go. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with him in the clouds. And another word for clouds is what? What he's sitting on right now, a chariot, man. We're going to be up in the clouds with him, man. All right. And so shall we ever be with the Lord. Forever we're going to be with Yahawah Shem Shai in righteousness, beholding all their glory, man, while he destroying the wicked. And then we're going to establish a righteous kingdom, which is the word to come only for the righteous of Yahawah Shem Shai. Understand and respect that. If you don't, you're going to have to. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 18. This is the last verse. Wherefore, comfort one another with these words, man. That's why he said, I shall not leave you comfortless, but I will leave you with what? The comforter, man, which is the spirit of truth, man. It shall reveal unto you all things, man. So this is our comforter, the Bible, these words. We have to believe in these words, man. That's what faith is all about. Believe things are to come. This is why you keep watching videos. This is why you putting up videos. This is why you go out and preach the word, man. You hoping and praying that these things will come to pass. Hell, like I always say to the brothers in the camp, yo, we fit the curses. Why can't we fit the blessings, man? Come on, But anyways, I pray you will edify whoever may be watching, whoever watch after. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to YAHAWASHI, by Shimur Chakadash, the water YAHAWASHI, for keeping the spirit edification on me. Also, Shalom, Shalom unto you, brother. Shalom, if you know, brother. I believe you, brother. Shalom be unto you. I also want to say double honor to my elder apostles at Great Millstone who rule well and rightly divide the truth. I also want to say peace and blessings also be to all the sincere brothers out there constantly pushing his word and shoot the sincerity in the four corners of the earth. And all peace and blessings also be to all of the men, women, and children, the sincere men, women, and children that are part of the 1/3 who are also members of the body of YAHAWASHI. And I also want to say peace and blessings be to all you Confucian faces out there in the four corners of the earth who do believe in the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. Like I always say, man, ask for forgiveness, pray without ceasing, stay humble, remain diligent. Call me Allah, we almost out of here.